Welcome back to Open Line tonight. We're talking about human trafficking. We have some calls coming in. Ann is on the line. Ann, thank you for hanging with us through the commercial break. Go ahead.
Hi. So first, I just want to say a quick thank you so much for devoting time to this subject, educating us more about it. And I am interested in getting involved by becoming a volunteer. And I'm sure that I can just Google a list of organizations in the area to get involved. But I have a background in social work, so I'm particularly interested in maybe getting some training potentially in helping to counsel specifically the victims, the survivors, in the ways that they need. I know this is probably a very specific type of trauma that they've endured. So do you have any recommendations for any programs in the area?
So the big one obviously is In Slavery, and they do a lot with volunteers, and you can go through a training program with In Slavery to assist them. If you have a background in social work, I'm certain they would like to, take advantage of your volunteer spirit. There is very specific modalities for complex trauma that they are employing. They're working a lot with the Sexual Assault Center here in Nashville. They do a wonderful job with individual counseling, and then they also do a lot of group therapy as well. They found that, I think, to be very successful. So I would encourage you to contact In Slavery and throw your name in the hat. And I appreciate it, Ann.
And thank you for watching. Thank you for calling in and being willing to help. Let's jump to Suzanne. Suzanne, hello.
Hello there.
Hi there. Go ahead.
Yes, I just wanted to also say thanks so much for the hard work for people that we don't see behind the scenes that are really making a difference. And also wanted you to kind of recap a little bit more about the best red flags computer-wise. So many grandparents are in charge of their grandchildren and aren't really tech savvy, or people who just need that information about public files versus private files on Facebook or computer. What are the best red flags? Because I just feel like that part of it is an angle that's a generational gap, and it might be a lot of people who are around children that need to hear those red flags one more time.
I think you're exactly right. I know our grandparents take care of my kids, and that's such a thing. It really is.
It is, and the internet's changing. I mean, the social media programs just change all the time. We're seeing a lot of trafficking victims get lured and trafficked off of a website called Plenty of Fish. It's an app called Plenty of Fish. Snapchat, I don't like Snapchat. We've had a couple of pretty bad Amber Alerts because of that. Because of Snapchat, children getting lured. They end up talking to somebody they think is another 12-year-old, or they think is another 14-year-old. Turns out it's a 50-year-old man. And so there are, again, I go back to the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. Will tell you what websites are safe and which ones are not safe. I think limiting a child's access to social media, to a phone, to the internet, for certain periods, like they just shouldn't be on it any more than an hour or so a day. And I know that's hard. I have an almost 12-year-old. It's very difficult. But that sort of vigilance will pay off for you in the end, because they're going to see something or hear something, or somebody's going to say something to them. They just shouldn't be exposed to it at this age. And that sort of unfettered use of the internet, while it can be this tremendous tool, it's a really scary place out there too. So looking at privacy settings on Facebook, I would encourage all parents and all grandparents to have all of the passwords to all of their social media accounts so that you can monitor them as well. And if they won't give them to you, or you find out that they've got other accounts that they haven't told you about, take the phone away.
That's a big red flag.
Take the phone away.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. I know a lot of parents will take the phones at night, so they can kind of search through them, do what they need to do, and check everything.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, some great tips. Suzanne, thank you for having us go back over that. I really appreciate that. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to wrap things up with Margie. Stay with us.